I met Harold many years ago when he played at the wedding of a friend of mine when I was the chief bridesmaid. Can you imagine? So you know how long ago that was. I don't think anybody would ask me now to be their chief bridesmaid. And I said to myself, how come I've never seen or heard this gentleman before? But he played so well and sang so well that it was a joy. I think he really brought something to that wedding. I don't think that Harold had really gone out so much at that time to be a musician. And then a few years later, when I became the Minister of Industry, Tourism Industry and various and some things, including entertainment and culture, I met Harold again. Because he was employed in the Jamaica Business Development Company in a serious position, general manager. So he is a musician as well as he's a manager, creative, very creative gentleman. And over the years, I have actually watched Harold develop as a musician to becoming the musician that he now is, a celebrated musician.
Just a look in your eyes again, just to lay in your arms, just to be the first one always there for you, just to live in your laughter, just to sing in your heart, just to be every one of your dreams come true, just to sit by your window, just to touch every night, just to offer a
I remember when he launched the first album that he did, the first CD that he did, former Prime Minister P.J. Patterson, who is a music aficionado himself, was the person who launched it. So I'm very pleased to have you all here this evening to what Harold calls a listening party, as we sit down and listen to some good music from Harold Davis. Thank you all very much for coming.
So before we close the evening, I want to go back to the first day, the Something Special album. So we spoke about covering songs by the Skatalites. We spoke about covering songs by Toots and the Maytals, and we spoke about, and we played the anthem from the Abyssinians, Satama Sagana. We also covered a group by the name of the Melodians. Anybody knows the Melodians? Familiar with their work? And I swear, before we go this evening, we have to touch something from them, okay? Here we go, run it, Master G. Now this is party time. This is party time. Come on. I can feel those days taking over when you held me tight. No, I feel like taking over.
What an amazing night. Actually, I wish it wasn't over. Fantastic evening. Thank you so much, Harold.
I love the music. I love what he did over the keyboards. I love the rapport he built up with the crowd. And I love what he had to say about reggae music between the musical pieces that he did. I mean, this is a man who knows everybody in reggae. He knows the musicians, you know, he knows the foundation artists, and I'd love to go to one of his live gigs, and I'd love to have him playing at my night as well.
I really enjoy today's event. I have to say that wherever Jamaicans go, they can have fun. And it was just wonderful the way we got into the dancing and the singing. I think he's a really good entertainer, and I hope to see him again in England.
I really enjoyed tonight's session. It brought me back to the early days of the ska in Jamaica, because I'm one of those who arrived here in the 1960s. So we were there at the very launch of the ska movement, and the Skatalites. I left and came to the UK, so I followed the Skatalites to the UK. So all in all, we've been here for about we've been here for 50 plus years. So this really brought back memory of Jamaica. I enjoyed myself. I really, really did. Thank you.
I had the most delightful evening with Harold. The eclectic mix of his music was just so wonderful. For me, I believe the most important one was with the Reverend, I can't remember her name, when they did the Lord's Prayer, which was just so amazing. It was so touching, so wonderful. And again, when he closed the evening with the collection of Jamaican festival competition winners of the evening, and it was just amazing. I mean, I had a nice little bop, so I wish him every success with his new album, and I'm sure it will be wonderful. Thank you.
My name is Harold Davis. I'm a jazz reggae ska musician, singer from Kingston, Jamaica. Well, we just had an awesome listening party for my album, Something Special, Piano Ska. The vibe was nice. The people were wonderful. You should have been here if you weren't here, type of thing. But that album pays tribute to some of our Jamaican legends, you know what I mean? Those guys like Toots and the Maytals, the Skatalites, Abyssinians, the Melodians, and so on. And it's my interpretation of some of their work, you know, a piano ska, a pianist interpretation. I also featured my first album, it's called Harold Arthur, which is a kind of eclectic mix of jazz and reggae and hardcore reggae and ballads and so on. And lots of interesting guest artists appearance on both albums. On the Harold Arthur, you had Bunny Ruggs, the last released recording of that Bunny Ruggs did from Third World is on that album and so on. So it was just a great vibe. I'm just so happy to be here. Grateful to the High Commission and the High Commissioner, Alun and Dumbia Sama for having me. And I mean, the vibe has been excellent. Thank you so much, London, for having me. In terms of contact, you can always find me from my website. It's harolddavismusicja.com. And from there, you can navigate to Facebook, it's Harold Davis, Instagram, Harold Davis Music, you know. And of course, the music can be had from iTunes, Amazon, all the electronic media sites and so on that you can think of is there. Just go type in Something Special, Piano Scale by Harold Davis, and you'll find it, or Harold Arthur by Harold Davis on any of those sites, and you'll find it. Hope you can pick up a copy.
Let's get together. Nice man. Come on and get around, children. Let's all join in and sing this song. Come on and get around, children. Let's all join in and sing. On the song go. Sing it, sing. Boom, shaka, laka, laka. Again. Boom, shaka, laka, laka. Why reggae music sweet to you, man? Say boom, shaka, laka, laka. Say boom, shaka, laka, laka.